What if talent is not the real reason people succeed? Think about the people you admire most: Olympic athletes, billionaires, founders, legendary artists. It's easy to assume they were simply born more talented than everyone else. But what if the real secret to their success is not talent at all? What if the difference between ordinary people and extraordinary achievers is something much simpler, something anyone can build? According to the psychologist Angela Duckworth, the most powerful predictor of success is not IQ, talent, or luck. It's something she calls grit. And in this video, we are going to break down the 10 most powerful lessons from the book Grit and how you can use them to achieve long term success in your life. Let's dive in. The book Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance, was written by psychologist and researcher Angela Duckworth. Before becoming a professor at the University of Pennsylvania, Duckworth worked as a teacher. During the time, she noticed something fascinating. The smartest students did not always perform the best. Some students with average intelligence worked incredibly hard work and eventually outperformed those who were naturally gifted. This observation led her to study a simple but powerful question: why do some people succeed while others give up? Her research spanned military cadets at West Point, spelling bee champions, athletes, entrepreneurs, and students. And the trait that consistently predicted success across all of them was grit. Grit, according to Duckworth, is the combination of passion and perseverance for long term goals. It's the ability to stay committed to something difficulty for years, even when progress is slow, boring, or frustrating. Now, let's explore the 10 key lessons from the book that can help you build grit in your own life. Point number one: talent alone does not guarantee success. Most people believe success comes from mainly talent, but Duckworth's research shows something surprising. Effort matters more than talent. Talent might determine how quickly you improve, but effort determines how far you go. Think of two musicians. One has natural talent but practices only occasionally. The other has average talent but practices every day. Over time, the second musician often surpasses the first. Duckworth summarizes this idea into two powerful formulas. Talent multiplies effort is equal to skill. Skill multiplies effort is equal to achievement. Notice something important here. Effort counts twice. It turns talent into skill and then turns skill into achievement. In other words, talent may give you a head start, but consistent effort wins the race. Point number two: grit is passion plus perseverance. Grit is not just working hard, it's working hard toward the same meaningful goal for a very long time. Many people are enthusiastic about something at the beginning. They start learning guitar, start a business, or begin a fitness routine. But after a few weeks or months, they lose interest. Gritty people behave differently. They stay committed even when the excitement fades. The quote describes grit as having two components: passion, caring deeply about a goal; perseverance, continuing to work toward the goal despite obstacles. When these two combine, something powerful happens. You don't just chase goals, you stick with them long enough to achieve them. Point number three: passion is developed, not discovered. Many people believe passion is something you magically find. Duckworth argues that passion actually develops slowly over time. Think about how most careers begin. Very few people instantly know their life's calling. Instead, passion usually follows a four-stage process. Interest, something catches your curiosity. Practice, you start improving your skills. Purpose, you realize your work can help others. Hope, you believe your efforts will matter. Let's say example, a student might become curious about coding. They experiment with small projects, get better, help friends, build apps, and eventually see how technology can impact the world. Over time, curiosity turns into passion. So instead of waiting to discover your passion, start by exploring your interest. Passion grows through engagement. Point number four: deliberate practice builds excellence. Hard work alone is not enough. You need the right kind of practice. Duckworth emphasizes the importance of deliberate practice, a concept also popularized by researcher Anders Ericsson. Deliberate practice means focusing on improving specific weakness. Let's say example, a basketball player repeatedly practices free throws. A writer works on improving sentence clarity. A public speaker practices voice, tone, and body language. Deliberate practice has four key elements. 1. A clearly defined goal. Second, full concentration. Third, immediate feedback. Fourth, repetition and refinement. It's not always fun. In fact, it's often uncomfortable, but that discomfort is exactly what leads to improvement. Creative people embrace this process because they understand that mastery requires struggle. Next point number five, consistency of interest is powerful. One of the biggest difference between creative people and the others is consistency. Many people frequently jump from one goal to another. New hobbies, new careers, new projects. Every few months, something new seems exciting. But gritty individuals tend to stick with the same long term direction for years. Their goals may evolve, but the underlying purpose remains stable. For instance, a scientist might spend decades studying a single disease. An entrepreneur might spend years building one company. An athlete may train for the same sport since childhood. This long term focus allows them to accumulate massive expertise. Success often comes not from doing many things, but from staying committed to one thing long enough. Next point number six, the hard thing rule. Angela Duckworth shares a rule her family follows called the hard thing rule. It has three simple principles. First, everyone must choose one difficult activity. You cannot quit in the middle. You can quit, but only after the season or commitment ends. The idea is simple. Learning to persistent through difficulty builds grit. Children who grow up following this rule learn an important lesson. Not everything enjoyable is easy. Sometimes the most valuable experience require pushing through frustration. This rule does not just apply to kids. Adults can use it too. Choose a challenging goal, a marathon, a new language, a side business, and commit to finishing the process before deciding whether to quit. Next point number seven, hope is essential for perseverance. Our surprising discovery in Duckworth's research is the importance of hope. Gritty people believe their efforts can make a difference even after setbacks. They maintain the mindset that improvement is possible. Psychologist Martin Seligman calls this is an optimistic explanatory style. When something goes wrong, gritty individuals tend to think this is temporary. This challenge can be solved. I can improve with effort. People who lack of grit often think the opposite. This always happens to me. I'm just not good enough. It's pointless to try. Hope is not blind optimism. It's the belief that your actions can influence the future. And the belief keeps you moving forward when things get difficult. Next point number eight, purpose makes effort meaningful. Working hard becomes easier when your goal serves something bigger than yourself. Duckworth calls this purpose. Purpose means understanding how your work contributes to others. Teachers educate future generations, doctors improve people's health, engineers build technology that connects the world. Even small tasks can feel meaningful when connected to a larger mission. Let's say example, a hospital janitor might see their job as simply cleaning floors, but another janitor might see it as protecting patients from infection. Same job, completely different sense of purpose. When people connect their work to greater cause, perseverance becomes much easier. Purpose fuels grit. Next point number nine, culture can strengthen grit. Environment matters. If you surround yourself with people who value discipline and hard work, grit becomes easier to develop. Duckworth observed this in organizations like West Point Military Academy. New cadets quickly adopt the culture of persistence and resilience because everyone around them shares those values. The same applies to sports team, companies, and schools. When effort and perseverance are celebrated, people naturally push themselves further. If you want to strengthen your grit, ask yourself, who are the people around me? Do they encourage growth and effort? Sometimes changing your environment, joining a serious gym, learning community, or a professional network can dramatically increase your commitment. Next point number 10, grit can be developed by anyone. Perhaps the most encouraging message of the book is this: grit is not fixed, it can be built. You don't have to be born with extraordinary determination. You can develop grit through everyday habits. Choose meaningful long term goals, practice consistently, embrace challenges, learn from failure, surround yourself with disciplined people, focus on improvement, not perfection. Over time, these habits strengthen your perseverance. Just like muscles grow stronger through training, grit grows stronger through effort. And the more grit you build, the more capable you become of achieving ambitious goals at last. So, what's the big idea behind grit? Success is not reserved for the most talented people, it belongs to the people who stay committed the longest. Angela Duckworth's research shows that extraordinary achievement is rarely about sudden brilliance. Instead, it's about years of consistent effort, deliberate practice, and perseverance. The people who reach the top of their fields are not always the smartest or most gifted. They are simply the ones who refuse to quit. They pursue meaningful goals, they improve step by step, they treat failure as feedback, and most importantly, they keep going long after others stop trying. If there's one lesson to remember from this book, it's this: your future is not determined by your talent, it's determined by how long you are willing to keep working toward your goals. If you enjoyed this breakdown of grit, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful book summaries that can transform the way you think and work. And I did love to hear from you. What is one goal you are willing to stay committed to the next 5 years? Drop your answer in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, talent might start the journey, but grit is what finishes it.